We're here with Tom Hendrix celebrating 35 years of Carlisle. Tell me how Carlisle got started here in Alaska.
Harry and John McDonald, the co-founders of the company, got a pretty modest start down in Seward, Alaska, and they ventured further and further north doing agricultural hauling. The first terminal I remember that we opened here in Anchorage was off of Post Road, and then we moved to Ship Avenue, and then we expanded to the back of Save You More store in Kenai, Alaska. We had a shared facility in Fairbanks, and eventually we moved into the facility that we're in now off of Aurora Drive, but it was very humble beginnings.
They had a truck.
They had 2 trucks.
Okay.
And as they would hire people, they would get an additional truck. And so I wasn't there in the very early days. I joined the company in early 1992. And I think that our total employee count was probably 56.
And where are you guys at now?
We're probably at about 650. We're in Houston, Texas, Edmonton, Alberta, Tacoma, Washington, Fairbanks, Seward, Kenai, Kodiak, Prudhoe Bay. So we've kind of spread our wings a little bit.
Now, it would take an Alaskan miracle, and I know you guys are famed for being ice road truckers. I'm just wondering, how do you do all that trucking back and forth from Kodiak?
We use the ferry or the scheduled liner service.
You don't have some special truck that goes over the water yet?
We haven't built one yet, but we're thinking about it.
Okay. Tell me about opening up the oil and gas sector, because I know that was something you had a special interest in.
The oil and gas sector, we had been doing truckloads into the Prudhoe Bay area. Harry and John had hauled fuel all the way out to the native village of Nuiqsut on the ocean ice, and then going up the Colville River, which is the second largest river delta in North America, delivering fuel off the truck. But we really in earnest started hitting Prudhoe Bay hard. We had some opportunities in the early to mid 90s. We set up a very modest terminal, and we're fortunate enough to get some fairly sizable work with Arco Alaska, and also we worked for BP Alaska. And that really helped propel our company into what it is today, is having those oil field opportunities that really helped us expand all the way down into Washington, Houston, and also Edmonton, Alberta.
It's not often you see a company that starts out as a couple brothers in a small town of Alaska turn into a nationwide company. That had to take a lot of risk and a lot of gumption and a lot of hard work.
It was a tremendous amount of hard work by a lot of great people, and the founders believed in the people, and they would never say no. They'd always look at what could be, and they would risk their homes to ensure that payroll was always made. So it was really an entrepreneurial business supported by 2 guys that really believed in what could be.
And I know the McDonalds and I know the family, and these were not guys who were born with a silver spoon in their mouth.
No, they were both working in tugs and barges. You're from Seward, so they were in the tug and barge business working for their dad, and they've worked their whole life. And even today, the co-founder, John McDonald, steering a module trailer up the Dalton Highway. He left Hilltop probably at 10:30 this morning, and we just had our 35th anniversary, and Harry was present along with C10, which is one of our early trucks. We got it shined up for him.
Oh, you gotta love that. So is Harry still driving truck?
Occasionally he will pop into a truck and do a dignitary ride up the Dalton Highway. So he has an active CDL A driver's license, and he is certainly qualified to drive.
You gotta love that. We gotta take a commercial break. Stick with us. We'll be right back in just a minute.